What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 129 of the Game Talk podcast. We are still in season 2. We got some topics tonight. Obviously, you can see up top, I'm not doing the typical scene selection. I'm also going to be joined studio disconnected, reconnection now.
Okay, you're back on.
Wow.
You mean the Rev Tech?
What the Rev Tech? Welcome, buddy. So we just had some technical difficulties with OBS. It just literally dropped and then came back. So I do apologize. We got our asses beat. We're doing an upgrade on our systems throughout the entire place. So it's like, it was kind of a nightmare, but overall, you know, I made it through. I'm drinking beer still to this day to numb the pain, but whatever, it works.
And what kind of beer is it?
St. Pauli Girl lager beer. It's actually really good.
Drinking not sponsored NOS energy drink.
This is a Hitler's National Brew imported from Germany. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
999.
I told you I took the screws out over there. All right, so you guys picked up the Division 2 tonight. I've been downloading it since I got on. World's longest download. By the way, I have a 400 meg connection, and I feel like it was just not enough. It fluctuated a lot between the 20 meg to 40 meg download speeds. What time did I get on tonight, Rev? Around like what, midnight-ish? 1? Yeah, somewhere around there. I was like setting it up and I was downloading it, and it just, oh man, what a drag. So
I'm hyped for this man.
Well, you've been on a 9-hour spree of the Division 2, right? Like,
I've been on a 3-day spree of this game.
3-day spree. What level are you?
I am level 15, sir.
Level 15, and this guy has
level
played...
20 and level 20 on the Dark Zone.
That's crazy. That's a lot of play already since launch. So we got some topics for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we have the Epic Store development roadmaps that Epic finally decided they're going to talk to us about, because you know they've been sort of catching a lot of flack lately, a lot of heat. Apex Legends doesn't want to copy Fortnite, at least not right now. I don't know what that exactly means. I kind of hope they go on that anti-copycat Fortnite spree, because everybody knows, especially in the BR realm of things, that, you know, you need that edge to keep yourself, you know, away from being like everything else. You know, you need that indistinguishable factor about your title that keeps you feeling fresh, and that's what I hope they do. And then we have Call of Duty on mobile.
And
I'm not sure about that, dude.
And new iPad.
They
call it the iPad. They call it the iPad Air.
He wants to talk about the new iPad, which definitely I want to talk about, because I really don't really know a whole lot about him. Like I said, I'm still operating on the same iPhone that my bro here gave me.
I want to know who in Apple is drunk when they came up with the names.
We'll find out. We will definitely find out. So we'll go ahead, and before we get started, I want to say thank you, XP38, for the music license. You are an amazing person. I love you. I've known this man for years. He's a very talented young man out of Virginia. He kicks ass with his tracks. He does a lot of work, and he doesn't get hardly any recognition for it. So I want to do my best to help him out. He's helped me out through the years. Poor guy tries to talk to me when I'm like not even here. Like, he'll message me on Discord, and you know how I am, Rev. Like, I'm terrible at my inbox. Like, I am the worst person on the planet when it comes to my inbox.
And you're always working.
And so I get on and I feel bad because I don't catch his messages until right before I leave. I'm like, oh fuck. So I really feel bad. So XP, if you see this, man, I love you, man. I'm still gonna do this tonight.
You're offline again.
Yep. Sorry guys, it seems like OBS just does not want to stay up with us right now. Something is being weird. OBS is at 4 megs up. Map includes achievements, cloud saves, and more. So supposedly there's going to be improvements to offline mode, so no more glitchiness, no more of the overlay trying to pop up when you're in the offline mode like Steam does. You know how Steam, when you go into offline mode, it continuously comes up with that disconnection error when you're trying to play your games. It just keeps messing with you. Like, evidently they're going to try to make sure that doesn't happen. Overall, I mean, it seems promising. It really does. It seems promising. I want to see Steam finally getting the competitor it deserves. I don't consider Origin a competitor. I don't consider that Rocket thing from GOG. I don't consider that a competitor at all.
Oh, Razer was doing their thing for a while with their own game store.
But yeah, but they can't keep it up, man. They fail at every chance they get to succeed. It's horrible. But what do you think about this, dude? Do you think this is going to be good for Steam to have a full-on competitor finally? I mean, I think it's going to be pretty good if they keep up on it.
It'll be interesting. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it'll be interesting. There should be a competitor. But when they launched their game store and tried to compete with Steam, it was a little bit on the weird side. And they got a lot to grow. I think it'll get better over time. I think they're offering game developers a little bit more. You're obviously seeing it because Ubisoft is only releasing their games exclusively to the Epic Store. They're not releasing it anywhere else. You know how Ubisoft games were on Steam and then it takes you to the client. Well, they're now doing it on Epic Games, starting with the Division 2. So I'm fascinated to see what Epic Games is going to do going forward. How many exclusives are they going to have going forward? How many companies are going to work with them? That's what's going to hurt Steam. If more and more companies jump on board because the partnership is good, then it's going to be really
right. And they've already, like, so they're saying that the actual release frame is going to be 6 months down the line. Right now, the cloud saves are expected to be in the 1 to 3 months time frame right now. So that's actually kind of cool. I've never been really, I've never cared about the cloud saves on anything, to tell you the truth. I don't use it on my Xbox. I don't really care for it on my PS4. I don't really use it on my Windows platform. Like, I've never cared for it. So it's not something.
Where you see the cloud storage is when you need to when you redo your PC. Or when you're building a new PC. That's the only time you're gonna see it. For me, I don't really care. You know, I'm in that same boat as you. I just don't really care.
Yeah, I don't care about all about the cloud. And I mean, the only thing the cloud I've ever used it for was in my art. So like drawing, if you're somebody that does drawings or if you do photography, that is something that is valuable to you, definitely, because you can upload your work anywhere you go. You could download it anywhere you go to continue working on it, then save your work and then re-upload it. Like stuff like that, that's fine. Like I get that. But as somebody who just games and does video content, I don't see it, man. Like I mean, I could just grab a thumb drive and a laptop, go edit my videos somewhere, and there you go. I have all my data on my thumb drive. I'm not going to need the cloud.
Like I said, like I said, where you're going to see it is when you're reinstalling. That's where the cloud saves come in.
Like the driver software, maybe?
Yeah, when you're swapping drives, things like that. That's where you're going to see the cloud save. I mean, the good about the cloud saves is you can go to a different computer and pick it up, pick up where you last, the last level you were at and whatnot. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I'm not saving to those specific clouds like that.
Right. I agree. Yeah. Same.
It's only for emergencies when I need to, pick up, like I said, a game here and there that I, let's say my hard drive dies and I buy a new one and need to re-download the game. That's the only reason useful for.
Yeah, absolutely. So the offline mode should be better than Steam's. Hopefully, they didn't say that. I'm saying that because the offline mode for Steam sucks currently. It drives me nuts.
They really need to fix their store. Epic Games really needs to fix the organization of it.
You know what's crazy is I actually like the way the main hub looks for Epic Store. It actually looks pretty decent. It doesn't look bad. It just needs a little bit more organization, and I think iron out a few of the bugs and tweak it out a bit, and it's gonna look fantastic.
Yeah. I agree with that.
All right, so I guess that's pretty much it for the Epic Store development, unless there was anything you wanted to add to this.
No. I mean, we pretty much hit the nail on the head. I mean, really, I'm excited. Just I want competition. Competition's always good for me. So we win as gamers. So I'm good with that.
All right, sounds good. Next story, I'm gonna skip the Apex one for right now because I want to go straight to the Call of Duty one because this is the most irritatingly most frustrating thing right now for me. Because of one of two things, right? So the first thing, free to play. Now, I've wanted them to release their Call of Duty free to play that they have in China right now for years. I have wanted that game for decades. Like, they've had that thing over in China forever now. That's where they make their money over there. They need to launch that shit here. Like, they need to bring in their internet security that they use for it. They need to, because there for a while they said that they had plans to localizing it, and they got us all hyped for it, and they never fucking launched it, man. I'm like, oh my god. But here they are. They're going to launch a free-to-play mobile of Black Ops 4 on cell phones. Really?
Yeah,
cell phones,
isn't it?
bro? What is with these developers lately, dude?
Well, here, I'll tell you straight up. Here it is. I'll give it to you. They're not doing too well on the PC side. From what I've heard, COD's dying on PC, and COD's not doing very well. And you get to see that with Apex and everything happening.
Yeah.
So this is their trying, like PUBG tried to do. They're trying to do this, and what they could do is monetize everything with microtransactions and everything to make them back and try to recruit. But here's the thing. I'm not playing Call of Duty on a mobile phone or a tablet or anything like that. And two, it's not launching on an... Okay, here's my little beef, all right? You're launching it to Android, right?
But not the Apple Store.
Not to the iOS store, which makes no sense to me. I get the Android thing. I get it. Exclusivity, I get it. My English skills there. But what I don't understand is why not to the biggest platform out there called iPhones and tablets, where it's well known to be games go to iPhone before they go to Android. Don't understand the logic here. If you're gonna make the most money,
dude. And you know what? I watched the video, right? I watched this video, and I'm not sure if we're gonna get that game, dude. I don't think this video is a truthful engagement of what we should be expecting. I think what we're gonna get is garbage. I think we're gonna get hot garbage. No hate against Activision or the studio. No hate towards them whatsoever. I'm just being truthful. These guys are known for overhyping and under-delivering, and I think that's what's gonna happen with this free-to-play.
You ready, Brimstone, for this?
Sure, go for it.
It's pretty much Black Ops 4. All the maps in Black Ops 4, the entry-level maps, shoved in and baked into the mobile platform with microtransactions and ad.
Yeah.
I'm shaking my head with that one. And this is Activision getting desperate. This is what it is. Because Activision lost a lot of money and companies, and now they're getting desperate. That's what it is.
All right.
And I just don't understand it. I don't get this. Why does this have to exist?
All right. So this is my theory. This is my game theory. So
X-Files.
So here's my theory. Here it comes, right? Just hear me out. To everybody watching, you may think I'm onto something here, or you might think I'm just batshit crazy. I think Activision and Blizzard has this awesome ass, partnership with each other, trying to push each other to their best. And of course, it ends up being the crappiest because they're going into the Chinese market, trying to push their mobile games over there, meeting actual success, unfortunately, with the mobile market being one of the biggest money-producing platforms on the planet. They were allowing Blizzard to go ahead and launch their mobile platform first to see how well it was going to be reciprocated amongst the community members when it comes to Diablo Immortal, and it flopped. So, of course, Activision was like, well, you know what? They already did it. We can't leave them hanging, so let's go ahead and do our thing. And their thing was, of course, Call of Duty. They didn't go into the E3. They didn't go into any other big platform con or event. They straight just launched it quietly over the internet in hopes that people would actually notice it, give it love, and give it a better reception than what Diablo Immortal got. That is what I think. I think the Diablo Immortal was the test bed to see how well it will be received and how well it might even be supported.
Well,
And-
in your aspects, right? Sorry for interrupting there, but in your eyes, it's pretty much like a do-over. Technically, what they're trying to do is a do-over, trying to make a known franchise work on a mobile platform. In your eyes,
Bro,
It's
like
just-
Activision clearly pushed Blizzard into that fucking oncoming bus, dude.
yeah,
It's just,
And
it's
I
just
see what you're saying.
Yeah, they pushed him right into that bitch, took the hit, so that way they could come out to the side and be like, "Hey guys, what about this game on mobile? What do you think?"
well, Call of Duty sells. Think about that way. It's gonna sell no matter what because you're gonna have teenagers and younger adults buying into this game. Transaction.
Yeah, you're right. You know, they wanted to see what would happen if they pushed their partners into the street, watch them get hit and creamed by the community habitual bus of anger. And now here we are, fast forward all these months later, and nobody's really talking about this.
And who is part of Activision? Part of one of the companies, Tencent Games. Yeah,
Tencent? No, well, Tencent's a part of
Tencent?
everybody, dude. Like Tencent is a stakeholder in almost every fucking gaming development.
And
in
what
the
are they?
United
What are
States.
they? And what are they known for? They're known for mobile stuff. So you know, part of them being under the umbrella. You know, this game's gonna get a lot of.
Oh yeah, I mean,
sorry.
you're right. So yeah,
If it did well in the Chinese market, it'll do well in the American market.
Call
because
it-
you know those
right.
microtransactions.
Yeah, absolutely. So Call of Duty Mobile, free to play, not the full free to play actual game that they have in China, that everybody deserves over here, but actual mobile bullshit. I don't know if this is where we're gonna. Like I said, I don't think we're gonna get the game that they're advertising here. I would play the video here, but I might get actual copyright strikes, so I don't want to risk it. I don't
Go down, scroll down on that page. Go all the way down where it says what phones it's gonna be on. Circle that Android.
Yeah, I know.
I'm grateful it's coming to Android first because we get to see all the bugs and whatnot.
Come on, let's be honest. We all know the Android platform isn't as
I'm
stable
sorry, I
as
had
what
to
these
do
people
that.
say it is. Come on, we can say it. It's not nearly as stable. But whatever, you know, that's their bet, so they're gonna lie on it. That's fine. So let's move on from this travesty and go straight to Apex Legends won't add Fortnite style challenges for now. And here's why. All right. So so right now, the way they're looking at their content release patches, they don't want to copy Fortnite because they don't want to pretty much end up down the same progression line and be like everybody else. They want to do their own thing, and I actually applaud them for this. I love Apex Legends. I've said this before in last week's podcast when me and him were talking about this. Like, Apex Legends is literally one of our favorite BRs, and we don't play BRs like that. We don't crack out on BRs all day and night and weeks on end like we do some Call of Duty games or Halo or Gears of War. But it is one of our favorites, and it's a really good game. So to see them not copy Epic and Fortnite is actually pretty refreshing to me. One of the reasons why I don't play Fortnite is I don't care for the building aspect of the game. I think it's trash. Overall, I think Fortnite, when it first came out, is when I liked it the most because I love the cartoon style animation. I think the cartoon style animation of the game is brilliant. I love that kind of animation. But when you add stupid shit to it, like building, like it's like I should be able to just headshot you without having to worry you constructing a fucking 2-story house within 5 minutes. Like, seriously, that's all I care about. I should not have to worry about construction. I just want to shoot you. That's all I care about. I just want to shoot you. That's all I care. I mean, what do you think about this, Rev?
I saw this, and then I saw their roadmap to their season pass, what they're doing, the battle pass they're trying to do. And the thing is, I like what they're doing. I mean, it's light, it's not hitting you hard, and it's not taking the Fortnite way of how BRs are being taken. And I'm cool with what they're doing. I mean, look at what's happening with the Fortnite community. 20% of them went over to this game and flocked over. They're paying big people to stream this game, and It's a great game. It's not bad. I'm just burnt out on BRs in general. And my thing is, I'll play them once in a while. I got a lot of people that want me to play on Xbox, on PC. It's a game that I'll play here and there. I feel with the BR, especially with Apex, I feel like I don't want to get burnt out. I want to play it for weeks on end and have that, like I did with PUBG or Rings of Elysium. I don't want to do the whole, I played it for a while and then get burnt out.
Right, and I agree with you. That's why we don't. That's why you and I don't. We're not always online with it because it's fucking. I suffer from the same situations you do. Like it's easy as hell to get burnt out on these games. It really is. You can. I mean, we no-lifed it the first week it came out. Me, you, and Landon, and a few of our other friends. Like we all sort of no-lifed this like the very day it launched, and
yeah.
Absolutely fantastic BR. Like I said, this is my favorite BR probably right now.
What I would like them to do is, and I would like them to do this on Apex, have a mode, and I know what they're trying to do. They're going to build it up slowly to 100 players, which is cool. I like they're doing the slow approach with it, and they're going to expand the map slowly.
Yeah.
Not huge like Fortnite did. Oh, here, we're going to give it to you all at once, and then you can make your own little map within the map. Another thing what I'm cool with this game is that in the aspect of they're gonna add mechs eventually and have like a mode like that.
Ooh, so I didn't know that.
I don't. The potential's there for that. It looks like they're gonna do that and kind of bring in that Titanfall aspect. My thing is, I don't think this game is a BR. They market it as a BR, but to me, it's like a massive multiplayer.
Well, you know why? Because like you and I felt, you and me have said this. Like this does not this does not feel like a BR, and it doesn't play like a BR. I mean, yeah, it does. I take that back. It does play like a BR, but does it feel like it? If you guys know what I'm trying to say, like it's very different feeling. It doesn't feel like your typical PUBG H1Z1. It doesn't feel like, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like Fortnite. It feels like an added-on plus bonus to Titanfall, and that's actually a really good thing.
It reminds me a lot of a game back in the day on PS3 called Mag. Reminds me so much of it.
Really? You think so?
Mag in a way, yeah, because you went into this place of unknown and you didn't know what to expect. Kind of like Apex, you grab a weapon and go. It's not so much of like, it has that BR aspect, but it doesn't, it's not like a PUBG where you're running around for days looking for people. It's in your face action, and there's loads of people in your location.
And I think that's one thing. I think that's one thing I like about the map size too. The maps aren't too big, and they're not too small. They're like literally just right. Like you can literally come across the map and not die being out of the circle by the time it finally goes into its final loop. Like I think that's really cool.
I want to say this about the Apex and Respawn Entertainment doing this. If they have this success, I hope with Respawn's next game they're working on for this year, Star Wars game they're working on, if they could do the same, pull off the same thing they're doing with Apex, Respawn Entertainment's going to be a go-to staple with it. I'm just saying that now. And I love Respawn Entertainment. Because they were the originals.
Fantastic. Yeah, they've done fantastic. They were the OG Call of Duty developers.
And they're going to, I hope they give that Star Wars that treatment.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Well, this game was developed pretty fast, dude. Like, this was literally announced last year, I guess some people were saying, and nobody noticed it. Like, they leaked it on purpose to some events, and we never paid attention to it.
And I hope they do more with like keyboard optimization, RGB lighting when it comes to this game, because each character has their own moveset. And I hope they don't partner with Razer and make it all a thing. I hope they put out profiles for every company. Yeah. So when you're playing certain characters, because it deserves that, because this game is high.
Oh yeah.
To me it is.
Oh yeah. So, all right. Well, that's Apex Legends for you guys for this segment. I hope you guys appreciate some of the info. Like, I don't want to just be one of those channels that read off all this information. I'm just going to skim through it and give you guys what I think is the most important highlights of it. So,
story time with Brimstone.
No, I don't want to be like all these other YouTubers here that all they do is read fucking articles.
Here, I'll give you a taste. Our players, blah blah
blah. So do you have any links that you want me to put up here, Rev?
I sent you 2 for some tech deals. If you want to do that now,
okay,
it's up to you. and it was, I think it was the Cooler Master.
Well, you sent me the Microsoft Pro 6.
Oh, I
Surface
did.
Pro 6, yeah. Is there a deal on that? Yeah, there is. It looks like it. All right. Wait, why the hell did that... Wait, that was weird. It says Microsoft Surface Pro 6, and it's the Cooler Master Liquid.
Yeah, that's the deal. Never mind. That is the deal.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay. No, that's cool. That's cool. So this is the Cooler Master Light ML240L. It's got two 120mm fans, dual radiator. I mean, this actually looks pretty beastly, to tell you the truth. $69, really?
Yeah.
That's
They have an
actually a good deal.
They have an RGB version of that for a little bit more money.
That's not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, Cooler Master's been sort of coming out of the woodwork lately with some of this stuff, and they've been getting some pretty good praise on YouTube. People actually finally recognizing them for being a decent company when it comes to AIOs. So that's refreshing. That's refreshing to know that Corsair is not the only top dog around here. I know NZXT has been sort of hit and miss lately when it comes to their stuff. So, but
and the only other thing I wanted to talk about is right here. I'll send it to you.
All right, I'll go ahead and launch the site for that. Apple Air, iPad Air. Power isn't just for the pros. So we're gonna go ahead and click that and see what the price is gonna be. $4,000. I'm calling it right now.
So if you guys are on the iPad,
$499. That's pretty good. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so if you're on the iPad, if you're looking for an iPad right now, yesterday they announced 2 iPads. So I don't know where they got there's been iPad Air, this first generation and second generation. I guess this is the third generation we can call it, but they're just gonna call it the Air. So the Air is the one below the iPad Pro.
Yeah.
So this does everything the iPad Pro does, minus the thinness and the bigger screen, the 12-inch and all that stuff. You're getting the Apple Pencil support. You are getting the A12X chip that's in the latest iPhone, the Bionic. They also brought back with the same specs the iPad Mini. They brought it back from the grave. And I'm happy about that because there's a lot of people that don't want the big size. They want the portability. That's why the Switch does so well, because it's in a good form factor size.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they work with the Apple Pencil. So I think that is at $389, I think it is. And this one's at $400. I mean, they're really kind of priced kind of not too bad. And for what you're getting, if you're in the iPad market right now and you're just looking for an iPad or you're looking for a nice upgrade, it works with Apple. It works with the clip-on keyboards, supposedly the smart keyboards they work with. And it was shocking to see Apple's also doing, I think I talked to Brimstone about this before. They're also releasing services. They're coming out with their own, supposedly, it's a rumor, but it's a really high-end rumor. They're coming out with a Netflix competitor, Apple, and they're offering up services. Me and Brimstone have been talking about this for a long time. On top of new iPads and, our iPhones that we like, it's a win-win. To me, it's a win-win.
That would be cool. I mean, that would be cool depending on the services, though. If the services are stable and they can handle high bandwidth streaming at low-end software requirements for resources, I think that would be fantastic. I mean, that's what they're kind of known for, though, overall, is like low-end hardware, low-end software, but operates at high-end altitude. So, like, that's actually really good.
Yeah, with Apple offering up services, it's a win-win because the iPhones are not selling at the moment, so they have to do something else. Services is the best.
So I think, but for the storage, I have to say this, dude. Apple, if you guys haven't gotten the fucking memo, storage prices have gone down. They're at an all-time low. Hynix and all those other guys, the other two that are in charge of all the RAM and the memory storage, are being sued. Lower your fucking prices, you pricks. All right, there we go. I got that off my chest. I feel pretty good.
That's great. But I will say this: 56. Whoa. Okay. Agree with Brimstone there. $499. That should be a little lower. That should be really lower.
Right? It's so expensive.
Always Apple double dips. you're always paying for something price. I don't know. Just the reason we're talking about this because the iPad is such a good deal.
No,
even the entry level iPads right now.
This is cheaper than the first generation, dude.
Yeah.
Remember when first generation iPads came out? They were like as much as like low end PCs.
I mean, for these iPads, I mean, right now it's a good time. If you're an artist, right now it's a good time.
That's the only reason why I'd buy one of these.
And content creation, I would buy it for like the. For me, I was talking to somebody else today about iPads when the news got announced. I primarily would go after the iPad Mini just because I only watch content. And I just want something to carry around my house and, you know, surf the internet when I don't want to be on my computer.
Yeah.
That's about it. And the iPad Mini would do that for me, and it's got awesome battery life.
Definitely.
Outside of that. But yeah.
So Cooler Master, good deal. $69.99 for an AIO with RGB lighting. Then
it'd still get that Vega 56 deal, you know.
Yep. Oh, the Vega 56 deal is still around. And just out of curiosity, I want to see where Newegg is on their Vega 56s now.
Do you know how many people are like buying up Vega 56s right now? So many people.
I would like to take part of the credit for that. Not from you, obviously, but in fact, I'd be giving you credit because if it wasn't for you.
Look at that, $319 for the model we have.
Yeah, and I paid way less for mine. Oh, wait a second. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Now that is a deal. $30 rebate card. So you're paying $289 for it plus the free games.
Yep.
That's not bad. That's actually a good deal. There we go. But I'm gonna go ahead. If you scroll, yeah, go ahead.
If you scroll down, look at all those. Look at those deals that are inflated. That's man. I love that. It's a sexy card.
It is a really good card. I'm loving mine. In fact, I'm gonna get off of here. You know what? Let's see. We are at.
And
36
play some of
minutes.
that division. And play that Division.
Oh, Division. So I just downloaded Division 2, and I'm gonna be playing a lot of that game with Rev. And anybody else who wants to join us, let me know. Hit me down in my Discord, or you know what? Hit me in the comment section here. If you need,
slide it in my DMs.
Slide in my DMs. Oh yeah. Look at these, dude. Look, Gale Evo Spear Memory, 16GB module for $84, and they're 3,000. They're 3,000.
And then you scroll up and you see like this Intel processor. That's so much money.
Oh, guys, look, it's a 1660 overclocked. Oh my god, that's such a ripoff. Their fucking TI version is way better.
174 for Dominator, or that's not bad for Dominator memory. If you scroll down right, Dominator.
Yeah, the Corsair Dominator, the Platinum RGB. That's a really good deal. Yeah. But I'm gonna have to get off of here, you guys. It's coming up on the 37-minute mark. I gotta help my bro here. He's having issues with his card right now. But I will be probably live streaming tonight on Twitch with this guy here. Maybe, who knows? I don't know yet. I want to see how my Vega 56 handles it first before I get on Twitch and start streaming. But overall, the show's been doing really well since we've started this back up again. We're finally breaking all of our original viewership numbers, which is good. And I hope to see some of the old crew come back. It usually seems like after I shoot this, like all of a sudden Gangster and everybody starts coming out of the woodwork, and we're like, "Hey, what's up, bro? Where were you? Like, you could have been here with us, damn it." But Rev, as always, thank you for being here, sir. Always a pleasure having you.
And to quote somebody that I just watched the movie to, Ron Burgundy, stay classy, San Diego.
And I'm going to go ahead and let my dude take us out. We'll go ahead and do XP38's Intact. He uploaded it last month. Take us out, XP.